Every journey starts with a spark, a moment of curiosity or passion that changes everything. For me, it wasn't about a grand vision or a life plan, but rather a simple interest that grew into something more. When you feel stuck or overwhelmed by your surroundings, it's hard to imagine things could ever be different. The truth is, they can be. What you need is that one small step, a pursuit that ignites excitement and gives purpose to each day. Today, let's talk about how finding your passion can turn your entire world upside down for the better. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or for someone to tell you what you need to do. It's about diving headfirst into what makes you feel alive, even when things seem impossible. For some of us, the journey starts in the unlikeliest of places. Sometimes, it begins in the middle of our darkest hours, when we feel like there's no way out and the weight of everything we face feels unbearable. The most challenging moments of our lives can often be the ones that define who we become. There were days when I felt entirely defeated, days when I questioned my value and my capabilities. It's in those moments, however, that you must look within yourself and search for that tiny glimmer of hope, the small passion or interest that will serve as your lifeline. For me, it wasn't an instant epiphany, but a slow discovery. It began with drawing. As I picked up my pencil, I realized I could pour my emotions into something creative. Later, this passion for art evolved into an interest in martial arts, a journey that would ultimately change the entire trajectory of my life. When I first started martial arts, it wasn't just about learning to defend myself or getting physically fit. It was about finding an outlet, something that could channel the anger, anxiety, and sadness that I felt. It gave me a purpose, a way to push forward when everything else felt uncertain. Every training session was a small victory, a reminder that I was capable of more than I believed. I wasn't just a product of my circumstances. I was someone with potential, waiting to be unlocked. And that's the key. Finding something that resonates so deeply within you that it pulls you out of whatever situation you're in. The journey was not easy, and there were many setbacks along the way, but each setback taught me something valuable about myself and my ability to persevere. The key to overcoming tough situations lies in finding something that genuinely resonates with you. For some, it's art, like drawing or creating illustrations, while for others, it might be martial arts or another discipline that challenges both body and mind. The value of such pursuits isn't just in mastering a skill, it's in how they become a way out of whatever tough circumstances you find yourself in. When I first discovered martial arts, it wasn't just about learning how to fight. It was about finding a path out of anxiety, trauma, and insecurities. Each punch, each kick, each training session was a step away from my self-doubt. Through that journey, I found that I wasn't the failure I once thought I was. I was simply someone who had not yet discovered my potential. We all think we're not good enough at some point, but when you find that passion and pursue it, you realize that you're capable of more than you imagined. As I improved in martial arts, I discovered that success was possible. I wasn't a loser. I was just someone who had been in a difficult place. When you channel your energy into something you love, it transforms not just your abilities, but also how others see you. People began to admire me for what I was doing, this thing that was dangerous, challenging, and respected. And that admiration was transformative. It made me realize that my worth wasn't defined by where I started, but by what I could achieve. The journey of self-discovery and improvement is filled with highs and lows. There were days when progress felt painfully slow, and there were times when I wanted to give up. But the beautiful thing about finding a passion is that it gives you something to hold on to, even in the toughest of times. It teaches you resilience and discipline, qualities that are essential not just in that pursuit, but in every aspect of life. Hard work, discipline, and passion have a direct impact on success. This connection became so clear as I went through my journey. I learned to trust in my abilities, even when others doubted me. My parents, for example, were hesitant about my choices. They didn't understand why I wanted to practice martial arts or why I chose to pursue stand-up comedy. It didn't align with their vision of success. But the truth is, no one knows your journey better than you. In the face of criticism or lack of support, you have to persist. That persistence is what helps you build confidence, and the lessons learned along the way can be applied to every aspect of life, whether it's dealing with critics or overcoming challenges at work or in personal relationships. I had to learn to believe in myself when no one else did, and that made all the difference. The fulfillment that comes from challenging yourself is undeniable. It doesn't necessarily have to be about physical pursuits. It could be an art project, learning a new language, or diving into an unfamiliar subject. Every pursuit of difficulty forces you to push beyond your comfort zone, revealing the true extent of your abilities. Personally, I've always found happiness in doing difficult things. It's not just about the immediate thrill. It's about training your mind to endure, to overcome, and to grow in the face of resistance. People often misunderstand physical challenges as merely brute force, but in reality, they involve emotional intelligence and mental strength, cultivated over time. There is a misplaced arrogance among those who dismiss physically demanding activities as simple or unnecessary. Physical struggle, however, benefits not only the body but the mind. Every grueling workout is a lesson in discipline, resilience, and mental fortitude. These are lessons that extend far beyond the gym or the training mat. They shape the way we respond to all types of challenges, whether personal, professional, or relational. Engaging in difficult physical tasks teaches us that most obstacles, no matter how daunting, can be overcome with persistence and determination. It sounds simple, but embracing these challenges transforms the mind, preparing it to face whatever life throws at you. Everyone needs something that pushes them beyond what they thought they could handle. These challenges are what lead to growth, not just physically, but mentally. By taking on voluntary hardships such as running, lifting weights, or mastering a new skill, we develop resilience. This resilience then becomes part of how we approach every other aspect of our lives. Voluntarily facing difficulty builds a mindset that doesn't shy away from obstacles, but embraces them as opportunities to become stronger and more adaptable. If I look back on my early years, the real message is that everyone has to start somewhere. Most of us start from a point where we don't have much, working jobs that we don't find fulfilling, feeling like we aren't good enough. But with dedication, time, and the willingness to change, we can become so much more. I was washing dishes and cutting lawns, but I refused to stay there. The desire to move forward, to become something greater, was what propelled me. The beginning is the hardest part of any journey. When you're at the base of the mountain, the climb looks impossible. It's easy to believe in yourself once you've seen success, but the real test is having that belief when the odds seem stacked against you. To everyone who feels lost, who doesn't know where to start, just take one small step. It doesn't have to be grand or perfect. Just find something, anything, that makes you curious or excited, and start there. Martial arts was my gateway to change, but your path might be different. It could be cooking, writing, building something with your own two hands. Whatever it is, let it be something that challenges and excites you. Improvement in one area shows you that you are capable of growing in other areas too. This becomes a foundation upon which you can build everything else in your life. One of the most rewarding aspects of finding your passion is the community that often comes with it. When I started martial arts, I found myself surrounded by people who were also striving to be better. They had their own stories of struggle and growth, and seeing their determination inspired me to keep going. The people you surround yourself with have a huge impact on your journey. When you find a community of like-minded individuals, it becomes easier to push through the tough times. You lift each other up, celebrate each other's victories, and hold each other accountable when things get tough. Pick something that truly speaks to you. It could be anything, but let it be something that forces you to grow. The desire to change your circumstances is the first step, but action is what makes that desire real. It's the consistency, the effort, and the willingness to keep going even when things get tough that lead to transformation. That is how you reshape your reality. Growth doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't happen without setbacks. There will be moments when you question yourself, moments when giving up seems like the easier option, but it's in those moments that you must remember why you started. Hold on to the vision of the person you want to become, and let that vision drive you forward. The path of self-improvement can feel like an endless hike through a dense forest. Sometimes, it's hard to see the path, and every step feels exhausting. But each step forward matters, even if it feels small or inconsequential. Self-improvement isn't about jumping straight to the peak. It's about navigating the climb, one foot at a time, and embracing the journey as it unfolds. Every time you challenge yourself, whether physically, mentally, or emotionally, you grow a little stronger, a little wiser, and a little more capable. The most significant lesson I've learned is that change begins with a single decision. It doesn't matter where you start. What matters is that you do start. Small steps may not seem like much, but over time, they add up to real meaningful change. The desire to improve and transform comes from understanding that you are worth every effort you put into yourself. Don't let fear or insecurity stop you. The challenges, setbacks, and even failures are part of what will shape you into the person you want to become. The road is long, and it won't be without its difficulties, but the rewards, the strength, the resilience, and the sense of accomplishment are worth every struggle. Let that desire to grow be your compass, and trust in the journey. No matter how hard the climb may seem right now, every bit of progress counts. The view from the top, where you can finally see how far you've come, will be worth every single hardship you faced along the way. You are capable, you are resilient, and you are worthy of the life you dream about. Embrace the struggles, keep moving, and never stop striving for better. Your potential is waiting. It's time to reach for it. And remember, it's not just about getting to the top of the mountain. It's about the lessons learned, the strength gained, and the person you become along the way. Each struggle is a step forward. Each setback is a chance to grow. And each moment of doubt is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you are stronger than you think. So take that first step. Find what lights you up, and let your passion guide you. The journey may be long, but it is one worth taking. The best version of yourself is waiting at the end, ready to meet you.